What is up, everybody? I'm Bill Ryman, your broker builder, and welcome to another episode of The Real Build. And first off, I'd like to thank each and every one of you that tunes in each week to listen to me. I want to continue to drop as much value as possible. That's what this show's all about. Is I just want to deliver to you guys. I can't say enough how much I appreciate you. And for those of you that are sharing this show as well, it really, really means a lot to me. So, I only ask for one thing: 5-star review on iTunes, also comment. That's two things, but 5-star reviews only. I really appreciate it if I'm dropping value to you. That's how this show grows. And that's what this show's about, is helping you all with your needs in the construction and real estate industry. But this week I wanted to go different. I wanted to talk about something different, and that I recently just finished up the 75 hard challenge. Now, this was my second time doing it. I feel like each time that I do it, I get better in a lot of different ways, and something sticks with me into the future. And I'm going to get into that a little bit. But I recently finalized 75 hard with my fiance, and we did it together this time, and it was amazing. It was very challenging in a lot of ways. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, is doing this challenge as a real estate professional or a real estate agent or broker, or also being a contractor in the construction world, and the challenges that I faced, but also what I took from it. I know this is a different type of show. Usually I'm teaching you guys about construction and real estate, but our mental fitness, our physical fitness, our mental clarity, everything is so important in what we do, especially in these industries. So I wanted to talk about this. I was talking with my fiance about it because I was talking about show topics, because it's been a little bit since I had a solo episode. And you guys know what I do. I like speaking my mind with these solo episodes. So let's get into it. 75 hard. We'll get into it as far as being a contractor or a real estate professional doing the 75 hard challenge. Now, for those of you that do not know what 75 hard is, it is a challenge. It's not just a diet. It is a challenge in a lot of different ways. Go check out 75 hard. You can Google it, go to the website, check it out as well on there. But what it actually is you got to complete 2 45-minute workouts per day. They have to be separate too. They got to be at least 3 hours apart. One has to be outside. One is required to be outside. That means you got to go for an outdoor walk, run, whatever, do some kind of physical thing outside that, is not easy to do. And another one can be inside. So what I did is I actually always work out in the morning at the gym. And then at night, I would go for an outdoor walk with a weighted vest on. That would kind of challenge me a little bit more on those outdoor walks. And my knees were feeling it. Let's put it that way. Got to drink 1 gallon of water. For some people, this is hard. For me, it's not. I do this consistently on a daily basis. If I don't get enough water in, I feel it. I don't feel right. So it's always been important to me to drink a lot of water. My body goes through a lot of water, and especially being in construction, it's important to have a lot of water during the day. So that's one of them. Read 10 pages of any self-development or any book you can learn something from. I really like this part of the challenge because I do enjoy reading. A lot of you that listen to the show, we always kind of make the excuse we don't have time to do it, but this brought me back into reading. One of my favorite books, I read about 5 of them, but one of my favorite books is They Ask, You Answer. If you're a listener to this show and you're in any kind of business or industry, I highly recommend this book, especially in construction or real estate, because it's basically showing you what you should be doing with video and content, answering customers' questions. I've been doing more of this because of that book. That was one of my favorite books out of the 5 I read. Next thing, you got to follow a diet. Just so you know, my diet was high protein, low carb. So I had a lot of chicken, a lot of steak, a lot of fish. I ate it clean, not a lot of sauces and all that on it. Carbs, I ate healthy carbs, a lot of vegetables, and so on as well. Progress picture, 1 progress picture per day. So you got to take a picture of yourself I would do mine in the bathroom before I'd go to bed, or when I, usually just snap one then, or after I get out of a shower and get dressed, I'd have my shirt off, snap a progress picture. These are an essential part of this. You're like, why take a picture of myself, a selfie? You don't have to post it online. It just shows your progress throughout the 75 days. And you trust me, you see it, and you see it big time from that first photo to that last one. And the last thing, a lot of people have trouble with this one, is no alcohol. You cannot touch alcohol. You can't drink it. You can't even taste it. So no alcohol throughout 75 days of this. And being very social and being in a lot of social environments and dealing with customers and stuff like that, and customers wanting to go out and so on, that was challenging for me. I'm not a daily drinker. I don't drink every day, but the weekends come, and I'll talk about this. That was one of my kind of challenges too, where a lot of people like to relax, have a drink. You're not able to do that. So we'll get into that. But let's go with what I gained from this. So be 75 hard as a real estate professional and a contractor. What can you gain? What are you going to gain? Because a lot of you out there are probably like, I don't have time for that. I don't need that. Why, Bill, are you even talking about this? Well, you take a lot out of it too. Now, in our busy schedules and so on too, it's hard to fit these tasks in. You having these daily tasks, where the 2 workouts, the gallon of water, the read 10 pages, the diet, the progress picture, the no alcohol. It's hard in construction because, as you know, in construction, we're waking up early and we're coming home late. That's construction as contractors. That's our lives. That's what we're constantly doing, right? Real estate agents, we're on the clock 24/7. Our phone rings, we got to answer it. We're always dealing with stuff on the real estate end as well. So what I got out of it was more consistency. That's one thing. It's being consistent. It's hard to do in our business, especially in the real estate and construction world, because things are always all over the place, right? Each day is different, and especially in my normal day, nothing is the same. I never really can stick to a normal schedule because I'm getting a call for this. I mean, just this morning, I had 2 random calls, one about a decorator. The other call was about a roof leak, right? And then I had my AC guy call me about a warranty issue. I had another thing. So it's all, and then I had a closing final walkthrough today as well. I've already done this, and it's as I'm recording this, it's 11 o'clock. And this isn't even naming everything either. It's already 11 o'clock. I've already had to deal with all these different things that wasn't in my schedule. Well, with 75 hard, it taught me more consistency, right? Had to wake up, get that workout in, make sure it's 45 minutes, had my morning routine still, had to knock out the normal things that I did, and then go on with my workday where things can be chaotic, but then I'd get home and do that outdoor walk. And that was kind of my silence time, kind of get away. I'd walk with my fiance. We'd talk about our day, spent more time together as well during it, read. So that consistency of having to do these daily tasks, having to do the same things actually was nice. Let's put it that way. In such a chaotic business, I guess that's hard to say unless you're in these businesses, but consistency is a huge thing. And 75 hard always would help me with that. Obviously, the physical benefits of the challenge too. You're going to get a lot of physical benefits. I mean, come on, 75 days on a diet, unless you're cheating and you're not doing the challenge, you're going to turn out great, especially with 2 workouts a day, dieting. You're going to lose some weight and you're going to look good. But what comes with that physical challenge is you get that mental kind of feeling good, and being at work and feeling good, or feeling good in general. It's going to make you produce more. It's going to make you do better in life in all aspects. When you feel good, you do good. You hear people say that all the time. I mean, if I'm overweight, I'm sorry. I'm not telling myself that I look good. I feel good in this shirt that I have on. That's me. That's how I am. I'm not saying that's for everybody. You don't mind how you look, whatever, good for you. But I'm talking about myself right here. So, but when I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling more toned up, my shirts are fitting better, I'm going to produce more. I'm going to do more, and I'm going to sell more. Everything in life is going to flow better. So that's just how I function. 75 hard. That was one of the biggest benefits. At the end of that 75 days, I had my abs. I had, I feel good, my energy levels, all that kind of stuff too. Especially in construction and real estate, you look good. In real estate, you're selling. I mean, as a salesperson, you're going to do good. You're going to do better. That's just how I am. But you walk out with the confidence, especially in a sales environment, and you're confident because you're looking good. You're going to do good. So anyway, reading. I brushed on this a little bit. I enjoyed the reading. It brought me back to it because I enjoy reading books. We all have those excuses that I don't have the time to read. I don't want to, I'm just, there's just so much going on, and I just need, I don't have the time to, read these books or take 30 minutes or 45 minutes out of my day to read a book. Well, you have to read. You got to read these 10 pages. And I would actually read 12 pages because I wanted to finish more books. And that's what 75 Hard did to me. It brought me back to reading. I'm still reading, even though I'm done with it now. I enjoy reading. I enjoy reading books and learning from books too. I'm big on self-development books. I like to learn. I like reading biographies on past people like Warren Buffett and Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods and stuff like that. So reading was a big part I took away from this, that I need to consistently read each and every day because you learn so much by doing this. And even audiobooks, I've been more consistent with that while I'm driving as well. The clarity, let's talk about the clarity. Clarity you get from this is huge. And obviously that comes from the physical fitness, the diet, having a clean diet. You're going to be mentally clear, obviously drinking a lot of water as well. And then also not drinking, no alcohol. That's going to keep your mind clear. You're going to be top of mind. And in the real estate and construction world right now, with all the craziness that we are dealing with, having clarity is huge. And it's just with supply chain issues, with all these different things going on, with labor shortages and not being able, and price increases and not being able to get certain things on time. You got to be quick. You got to be thinking, and having that mental clarity has helped me so much in business. And then on the real estate side too, this fast paced real estate world that we live in, you want to be as clear minded as possible, because if you hesitate, you're going to lose the deal. That's the thing. And a lot of you guys that listen to this do some heavy volume on real estate. And if you hesitate on things in this market, you're going to lose. And you know what I'm talking about as well. So having that clarity was big to me. My mental toughness, everything was way up. I felt good. I can think, and I can help think through these problems and get these things done and these shortages that we're facing, and pivot and be able to deal with things a lot better than I think I would have normally when I was out of shape and kind of did my old routines and was my old self. So diet, another thing, obviously getting back on track with my diet. The holidays come. A lot of us are guilty of this. I started second week of January. I think I started, and I was I got a little bit thicker. I mean, I did the first time I lost about 22 pounds when I did 75 hard last year. This time I lost about 10 pounds while I was lower in weight already from the first time. But I did gain some weight during the holidays because, we all tend to splurge a little bit during the holidays and we lose track and our focus on, and that's a problem too. And I'm pretty hard on myself when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I think that's why I did 75 hard again, because I wanted to regain that focus, recapture that, get back on track. And that's where diet, exercise, and the consistency of this program comes in. Now, sleep. My sleep was phenomenal on this. That's one thing you take out of this challenge, is how great your sleep is. It's unbelievable. I don't wake up. You have deep dreams, which means you're in a deep, deep sleep. You wake up feeling great. You wake up feeling well rested. I didn't require as much sleep to feel well rested. On average, I sleep about 6.5, 7 hours of sleep a night. Some of you may think, you're an 8-hour sleeper, a 9-hour, whatever. It all depends on you. But you're going to sleep better because of the diet, the exercise, the water. My sleep was phenomenal with this, which helped me perform better with construction and want to take on more things and sales calls and so on because I wasn't tired. When you're tired, it's, obviously that's going to slow you down. That's going to make you not want to do certain things on the real estate side as well. Make those cold calls, do those things, have those meetings with people. So sleep is a huge thing. It was very important to me. And I got that really good sleep out of this whole thing. But anyway, overall, I felt great. In the end of this, I felt great. I was sore, but I pushed through it. It helped me cope with a lot of the challenges during these challenging times that we face in the construction and real estate world. And especially in construction, doing 75 hard, I'm very grateful for it because it helped me get through a lot of things. It helped me pivot. It helped me think quickly, like I said. Also, it helped me with my faith too. Some of you guys may not be faith-based. That's okay. But me, I am a Christian, and I felt that this challenge actually brought me closer to God than I ever had before because I felt clear. I felt like I had more to talk about to God and more to put in God's hands and so on. It's hard to explain on this podcast, but it brought me a lot closer to God as well. So I was very thankful for this. Obviously in a fast-paced real estate environment too, like I said, I was more alert. I could deal with a lot of issues on the real estate end as well. That's what this helped me do, with closings and so on, fixing things, getting deals done, having to deal with other agents and getting things, make sure they're locked up. So everybody was happy. This helped with that as well. It helped with my stress. With real estate and construction, there's a lot of things going on, like I already talked about. And this really helped me cope with stress. I was a lot less, I think, stressed than I would have been. If you're at work, you're tired, or if you're hungover or whatever, a lot of people face these different things. Stress isn't easy to deal with. Well, with 75 hard, being so clear, I think I coped with stress, especially in a stressful work environment, more than any time I possibly could have. But I want to talk about the bad too. So I want to go into there. Where there's good, there's always bad. Time was tough. Time management was really tough. Like I brushed on this before, being in construction, you wake up early, you go to work early, you come home late. So the time management was tough. Obviously, being a real estate broker as well, I do a lot of deals and dealing with these deals, dealing with the clients, making sure all their stuff was taken care of. Some of these deals, I'm on the phone at 8:30, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, trying to sort things out with clients, make deals go smoothly, and then have to get an outdoor walk in and then get my reading done, make sure my diet was done, make sure I got the gallon done. So, get the progress picture in. So there was a lot of different, challenges with time and time management where I really felt like, and same with my fiance, because she works with me as well. We really felt like time would just fly by and each day would just go by so quick. Like we'd wake up, do it again, go to bed, day's over, wake up, do it again. And it was just like a repetitive thing. So time, was always kind of a thing where it just flew by. And there wasn't a lot of just fun because you had to accomplish all these different things and your days kind of felt the same, if you know what I'm getting at there. So that was one of the things that I felt right there that I didn't really enjoy about it, was kind of having to cope with that time and so on. There was never a chance to kind of release and relax. Like me, I'm not a heavy drinker. I don't drink during the week. But when a weekend comes, especially Sunday, where Sundays typically I tend to relax and people don't bother me, I like to have a couple drinks. I actually look forward, and my fiance is the same way, going to a restaurant, sitting up at the bar, having a couple drinks together and relaxing and reflecting on our week and reflecting on the week ahead as well. So that was one thing that was tough because, especially in a town where everywhere you look, somebody's got a drink in their hand too. But that was kind of tough, to where you couldn't really have that stress relief or something that you can just kick back and relax with and enjoy yourself and enjoy your time with your significant other. So I mean, we went on a lot of walks together. That was a lot of enjoyable time, but you guys know what I'm getting at as far as being able to kind of just relax and not be working out and enjoy each other's company. Let's put it that way. So that was a little tough too, and less time with friends and family, I think, was another thing. Like, a lot of friends would be doing something, but I'd have to get a walk in, or I'd have to work out, then go to work on the weekends, or they'd be going to the beach, but we'd have to get a walk in, or we'd have to do something else. And then maybe and then family too, just because we are so consistently doing these tasks. Like last night, I went out to dinner with my fiance's grandma, who's 91 years old, and we were able to do that. Now, 75 hard, that would have been tough. Getting off at 6:30, going to dinner, having to come home, get your outdoor walk in, get your reading done, and then go to bed. We could have done. We could do it, but as far as having more flexibility to do things, it was a lot harder to do things with friends and family, because obviously your priority is getting these daily tasks done. You can still do it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I hope you guys kind of know it's hard to explain unless you go through it. So I'm sure people that are listening to this as well know what I'm talking about. Exhaustion, right? Being in construction, being in real estate, you're already burnt out. You got your phone. Like yesterday, my phone did not stop. I was on my phone all day. You have those days, right, where you don't hang up the phone. You're running around like crazy. So doing these things, working out twice a day, like I said your energy levels are great. Okay, you're going to have a little bit more energy to do these things, but mental exhaustion does happen in our industry as contractors and realtors. We deal with a lot. Our phone is constantly going off, especially in today's environment that we work in. So I was very exhausted at a lot of points. Doing those outdoor workouts just drained mentally. Walking with my fiance, sometimes I'd read those 10 pages to 11 pages and just be so fried that I couldn't retain any of the information. And I'd have to go back and try and read it to pick it up. But my mental burnout was so bad. That was one thing, was the exhaustion. You do get exhausted by doing this, but you get through it, you push through it. And that's the whole point of this challenge. That everybody that's done it it's supposed to challenge you. It's a challenge. It's not supposed to be easy. And if it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. But a lot of people fail this. I've seen a lot of people fail this, and it's not easy to do. But those are a few of the bad things. But overall, I had more good than bad. As you guys heard, a lot of the good has stayed with me, and it continues to stay with me. And I've already made a promise to myself and set it as a goal to maintain the diet, to maintain the reading, to maintain the healthy habits and the lifestyle that I have. And that's a big part of it. And I feel like every single time I do this, I take something new from it that sticks with me to the future. And it's not just out of those tasks. It's something that I picked up while I was doing it. Last time I started a business, I started my card business. This time, I'm picking up more of a diet and my fitness, and want to keep and maintain my fitness and gain strength and get bigger and so on. So that's another goal of mine. There's always something you take out of it, but you also help people along the way. People see you doing it, they see your results, and then they pick up and do it. Like my brother and sister did it. My fiance did it with me this time. Her sister did it. So it's like a chain reaction of, and then my sister-in-law did it as well. So it's like a chain reaction of just all these people that you're around. They see your results, and then they want to do it too. And they strive for those results as well. And they're all very happy by the time they're done with it. So it's a big thing, guys. Doing this in construction has helped me in so many ways. I listed off quite a bit of them right there for you. But I highly recommend, if you're on the edge about doing this, I highly recommend it. Give it a shot. You can do it. You can push through it. We all are busy, but it's going to make you an even better person, but also business person. I highly, highly guarantee that. You're going to get so much out of this. And I've had people in the business, successful real estate professionals, and contractors reach out to me about it. They haven't pulled the trigger on it because there's something in their lives that's stopping them from doing it. You just got to commit because it's going to change your life. I highly, highly suggest doing it. With that being said, guys, this was a short episode, solo episode. I know we switched it up a little bit, but I wanted to get a little bit more personal with you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll go back to some interviews hopefully next week, maybe another solo episode because I got some other stuff on my mind. But that's what this is all about, is delivering you the best content in the construction real estate world. I'm Bill Ryman, your broker builder, and I will see you guys on the next one.